What up, good people? What up, YouTube? Top of the afternoon to you. Yeah, I want to holler at y'all today about a couple things. These toxic relationships. What's up with you people in these toxic ass relationships? That shit is fucking ridiculous. Some of y'all too old for this shit. Like, straight up. Where's the fathers, the brothers, the uncles? Where y'all let to get these girls' minds right and get them into show them, a better way, when they're dealing with a toxic situation. But that shit go both ways. These dudes do it too. But you get a lot of these cats out here. Y'all looking at the perception. Y'all thinking, just because they got some Jordans on, they look cute, they balling, or this dude taking care of them, or this, that, and the other. Man, you'd be surprised how many of these so-called cute motherfuckers out here paying. They don't have nowhere to stay. They don't be having nothing. They burn so many bridges with families and friends. They don't be having nothing. Nowhere to go. I don't even know why I'm shooting this video here. I don't even smoking a lot. But I'm like, you know what? I'm smoking a lot today. What the hell? But yeah, it was just, I'm just getting tired of being around people in these toxic relationships. I don't have that problem. Not at all. Me and my wife, we don't have no arguments. We don't fight. We don't do nothing. We probably have 2 or 3 disagreements over the last 20 years. Excuse me. And most of those disagreements basically came down to issues of big money, where I didn't want to let issues go and she wanted to let them go because she'd rather not deal with the stress of somebody on us. So that's the only thing that we ever had a disagreement over. And that last disagreement was freaking 10, 11 years ago. Yeah, I was actually living in Virginia at the time. And I had some friends staying at the house with my wife. Supposed to have been helping out around the house, but then due to the fact I wasn't there, they wanted to play the role. First, everything was cool the first couple of days, first couple months, and then I'll pop in every few months. I'll fly home, woo. And then of course, when it get to getting colder, they want to play the Chicago winter game. Everybody here play that game where, a lot of people do, not everybody, I won't say everybody, but a lot of people play that game where come wintertime, when they know the temperature to the point they can't get evicted, they'll play games. But then the deal is, even if you let a family member that's over age stay in your house with you, it can be your grandma, your uncle, your granddaddy, your mama, daddy. Technically, once they start having mail come to that address, they have established residence once they've been at that address more than 7 days continuously. That's how it is in the city of Chicago. So you can say, yeah, buddy, friend, can I stay with you and get on my feet, woo. And then if they know any little gaming of the system, they fuck around and stay in your shit. They fuck around and try to stay in your shit. And that's where we was. That's where we was with it a bit. During that situation. And it got to the point to where the friends owed us for months. And I got to the point like, you know what, it's a damn shame. We had to take them to court to get them out the crib. Can you believe this? Yeah, so I learned a lot back then. But I remember during the situation, I was in Virginia, and I was like, okay, you can handle the court date, to get them out. And then it was just a judgment we won for all the money that they oh, that's because, they did say, yeah, we was in their house, we supposed to did, but it came up with all these excuses why they couldn't pay. But at the same time, it was tricking off, but you see these jokers fresh. Because, black folks got to get fresh at least once every month for whatever party, cookout, who birthday, whatever. All that ignorant ass shit that you spend a lot of money for. That ain't nobody even gonna recognize your ass after that day. Like, boom, the feeling's gone. Like you go that shit up, you spend all that money and you broke the next day, but the feeling be gone in the day. I don't know how y'all do it. Especially the broke people. I understand people with some money. Y'all do that shit. For me, I'd rather say, man, it's got a little cold air coming in through. But yeah, so that was the only thing, because that was a couple $1,000s that I wasn't gonna let go. And to this day, I'm still working on trying to get mine from, because I ain't forgot. But other than that, we don't have no toxic issues at all. Never had, and that's why it's peaceful. That's why I have a peaceful lifestyle. Everything's nice. My kids is happy. My wife is happy. My life is happy. No problems. I don't lock my phone or none of that shit. I don't do none of that shit. I don't have my phone. I ain't. And I don't. And she don't have to lock her. Well, she do. She lock hers because the kids play with it. But they know not to play on my damn phone. I don't play that. They only get to take a picture with my phone. That they already know that. But other than that, we ain't gotta hide nothing, none of that shit. She know where the key to my safe at. She know the codes to my cards or whatever. Don't never take no money from me, none of that shit. Anybody that want to know it, I want her to know it, so my kids can access it if it need be. But yeah, I don't play that shit. I don't go through her phone. She don't go through my phone. I trust her. She trusts me. And that's the thing. That's why I know everything was good, because it was a trust level. We was friends for a long time before. We was good friends. Excuse me. And she was trustworthy during the beginning process, so that's why everything worked out. She never changed up. Don't hang out with a bunch of women, people, period, so it ain't even no conflicts, ain't no problems, ain't no people coming around saying this, that, and the third. No, we rock together. We rocking solo, we out handling business or whatever, but we rocking together. And people see that and they know that. I already know they can't even break our bond. I used to love when niggas say, yeah, I can take your girl and all this. I say, I dare you try it. The first time you say something to her, she gonna let me know. She gonna ignore your ass and let me know, even when I was in VA. So I knew what motherfuckers on the block tried to say this, that, and the third. But the first thing they did, they was all cordial. Wasn't no beef on. No, when they realized, oh, she didn't give you no, yeah, man, woo, I ain't know that was woo. Oh, she was by herself. Nah. But yeah, she ignored me, man. She didn't even give me no favor. I already knew, motherfucker. I would have never been living in another state and they got a crib, even made an investment like that, if I couldn't trust the person I was with. So I knew right then, we knew right then that we weren't on that level, and people knew, because we don't do that shit. Toxic people can't build together. They can't do shit like that. They too busy worrying about small issues, small things, because they can't control the situation they in. Because people got to remember, even for the cats out here that's cheating or whatever like that, or not even, I wouldn't even say, yeah, well, I say cheat, but not even, I'll say cheating if y'all got an understanding that you don't have an open relationship. You can be exclusive and then, be open too, sort of like the Monique situation, or unless you in a polygamous situation, how that go with So but then for most of my people, we from royalty, we kings. So we always have multiple wives, so I see nothing wrong with polygamy, so. But when it comes to the other issue with the cheating, yeah, if y'all got y'all situations and you're not open, then dude or female, you're cheating. As simple as that. So if you're doing all that and you got a motherfucker thinking everything 100 exclusive, then yeah, you're going to have shit worried in the background, in the back of your mind. This, that, and the third. What this person be doing, what you doing, because you doing shit. Especially if you get with a person on some say some cheating shit. Polygamists don't have that problem because they know what they're getting into from day one, from the jump street. Polygamists do not have that problem. But I'm going to touch more on the toxic relationships. I like to keep these videos pretty short, nothing more than 10 minutes. So I already know the attention span is short. But, hey, like, share, subscribe. Hey, leave some comments. Hey, like I said, what I say ain't right, it ain't wrong. It's just my opinion. How I'm feeling at the moment. But my opinion can change with the seasons, with the day, with the minute. Because I'm energy. And what's energy? Energy is a current. A current constantly flows. So my decisions can change. I have a right to change my mind and my decisions. See things a little differently, get more research. Shit of that nature. Hey, but like, share, subscribe. It's your boy Shalom. Top afternoon. I'll hit y'all a little later when I get another free moment. Peace.